I'll tell you, you want to get red-faced about defending something that's right and wrong. Don't defend a liar just because he's in your party. Defend the people of Jackson, Mississippi. It's almost 2023. This is a capital city. And it's got no running water, again, in America. This August, a severe flood caused a massive water crisis, 150,000 residents without water. Remember, there was like 5 minutes of concern. We must do better. But it happened again. Why? Because they were just words. There was no real commitment to a fix. Why? Because, yeah, Jackson's the capital of Mississippi, but it's also largely filled with disempowered people. I want to bring in Tekemia Bennett, a mother of 4, 30-year resident of Jackson, says she feels everyone has failed them again. And I asked my friend Charlie LaDuff to stay. He understands the issues that are very similar in Jackson to what we saw in Flint, Michigan, except Flint happened first. Flint happened first, and compassion fatigue sets in. Tekemia, thank you so much. I'm so sorry to have to meet you because of this hardship, but I'm happy that we can use the platform to let you be heard. How was it getting the kids through Christmas, dealing with the situation?
Thank you, Chris, for having me. Chris, honestly, it was very hard. Waking up Christmas morning, no water. It's almost like the Grinch just came and took it all away again. So I woke up and I had to get back into trying to adapt to no water again. I think the worst part is that it's becoming a normal when it shouldn't be a normal for no water this day and time.
You're exactly right. And I know it's so hard. This is footage that you did us the favor of using your phone to kind of shoot what you're dealing with. Obviously, you can't flush a toilet without water. And, you know, you're having to make do with all these different situations. What do you say to the people who are supposed to be in charge of your state and of your federal representatives who said that they were going to take care of this when it happened the last time?
I think that our state, I think that our representatives do enough to make the national people see that they've done something. Like we're like changing the baby's diaper and just taking us, you know, off somewhere else for the next problem to happen. But today, they failed us from the top, that's the governor, to the bottom for the city. I understand that Mayor Lumumba inherited these problems, and I respect the fact that he's trying to deal with something that he inherited. It ain't fair. But what ain't fair to me is that I got to adapt to having no water again. I got to adapt to trying to take my kids 20 miles to take a bath. Me and my kids. I got to adapt to trying to use the bathroom. That means that I got to take a freaking bag, defecate, whatever I got to do, tie it up, and take it to the trash. Because I don't want my house smelling like poop. Is it fair that I'm having to live like this? I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm going to get raw with it because the world needs to know that this is a true struggle. No water is no joke. I should not have water at this day and time, this century, where we're living in. No water, really? And to have to take care of 4 kids and a family, having to move around for basic necessity needs. No water? And I want to let my representatives know that I'm suffering. I'm struggling. We need you. We need the National Guard again. We need these things. I don't need to wait 4 months for a boil of water. I have no water. I have none. There's a boil of water because some people have water, some people don't. Well, I don't have no water. I don't have a drip. So I don't need boil water advisories forever. You know what I need? I need for my governor. Because see, my governor is over all of the citizens. My mayor is my mayor, but my governor is my governor. So my governor needs to step up again. Don't sugarcoat anything and come help me. Come help us. This is like an issue that happened to the poor and the rich. And it's everybody. This is a struggle now because they don't know water. No water. No water.
They say there's a mystery leak.
And I want to know why I got to. And
they say there's a mystery leak.
Those are bad
and
words.
They're trying to find it. Do you believe they're doing their best?
No. Because me personally, invisible and mystery is no good. It's too much technology this day and time. I haven't had water for over 4 days. So a mystery is an invisible and in the backwoods. I don't want to hear that. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired. I keep up with all this because I don't have any water. I know people that goes and flush their toilets, takes a bath in their shower, but I'm having to accommodate again because every time the water goes out, I don't have any. I don't have none.
Well,
And
look,
it's time.
The job for us is to give voice to your struggle, to call on power, to do something about it, and to not forget.
I'm struggling.
What we did wrong the last time
and
was
don't forget
we
me.
stopped listening to you guys and we stopped paying attention to the situation because people told us it would get fixed. But they obviously didn't fix it right because it happened again with now some mystery leak.
They neglected it.
So
they neglected
we will
it
stay on it.
Yeah, because communities around me, they have water. They went through the same freeze, so why ain't got no water? Why ain't got no water?
I hear you. Let me bring in Dusty. Can I bring in Charlie LaDuff now?
Go ahead. Go ahead. He can go.
All right. Tekemia.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. Charlie LaDuff, great journalist. He covered this in Flint. Let me take a quick commercial and pay some bills and then come back and have a discussion with you about, let Charlie kind of weigh in on what kinds of things are going on and what needs to happen, all right? I appreciate you for sticking with me.
Okay,
Charlie, thank you for sticking with me. You guys are coming strong on my social media about Tekemia Bennett and saying, why haven't you heard about this? Because people don't care enough. And it takes somebody with the passion of Tekemia to come on and start making you realize this could be you. This could be you and your kids. Now, Tekemia, you know, I got to apologize. Are you cold? I mean, I know you're in Mississippi, but are you all right? I'm sorry I kept you through the commercial like that. I hope you're all right. You all right?
You know what, Chris? I'm fine. You know why I'm fine?
All right, good.
Because the citizens of Jackson need to be heard, so I'm fine.
All right. Now, Charlie LaDuff went deep on what was happening in Flint, Michigan. You remember that. I mean, it was a similar situation. It was about the infrastructure and updating how the water is conducted and how it's treated. And it was a big national thing. And then went away. They said that still had their problems there, but very similar situation in Jackson. Charlie, what do you want to ask Tekemia, and what's your perspective on this?
First of all, I just want to say hi, Tekemia. I'm Charlie, and I really like hearing you. You're awesome. You're like
hi, Charlie.
My kind of people.
How you doing?
Hi, and I'm sorry about it.
Right.
I got water in my house, and I bet you the governor, he does, right? I'm assuming he lives in Jackson. He's the governor of the state. Does he got water in his toilet?
Well, you know what? He makes sure that when the water gets, he got a big tanker truck. He got a tanker. So I'm quite sure he probably either ain't at home. I mean, he probably ain't there. He probably at home with water. Ain't nobody nowhere no water. But somebody that can't afford water.
I tell you what.
Like me.
I took a whole tanker full of water to Flint, like a whole gasoline tanker of fresh water from down here, because there were 5-year-olds who never played in a sprinkler in their lives. That's how bad we're getting screwed. And I'm gonna be honest with you. They're not gonna do nothing for you, right? How long has this been going on? 5 years, 15 years, 20 years? How long the federal government been coming? 4 years, 5 years? What'd they ever do? Nothing, because you don't matter. We just gave $45 billion to Ukraine, and you don't have any water.
I don't have no water.
It's unconscionable.
I have none.
It's unbelievable. And how come you don't have any? Did they explain to you why you don't have any water?
Well, I haven't heard from my governor. I've heard from the mayor. And, of course, he's just trying to, pat the citizens on the back, letting us know progress is getting made. But progress is getting made.
If I might, you sound real smart. Why don't you have any water? Did they give you the dignity, at least?
Yeah, and my thing is that I went through the last water crisis, and now it's like I'm having to live a life of adaptation, and I don't want to adapt to not having no water.
I know. You're like living on some reality show.
Like that in the third world. They don't live
you're-
like that in the
you're living
third
like
world,
it's,
Tekemia. No, nobody goes to the bathroom in a bag.
In a bag.
Listen,
Like
we
literally
know
in
we
a
can do.
bag.
We know we can
But
do
you-
better because they're doing better for the governor and they're doing better for his people. I guarantee it. And you got to count as his people because, as you said, he's the governor of the whole state. I promise you this. This is just one show and one team, but we'll stay on this and we'll stay on it on the regular until somebody can explain to people like you, to your satisfaction, why things are wrong and how to make them right. And Charlie, I always love folding you in. I'm going to give you a buzz. We got to plan a trip where we can do some reporting together, and real soon, as soon as we get to the new year.
brother.
Thank you
And if
for
you
your
allow me
perspective.
one
Charlie
second,
LaDuff.
just people of Flint.
Go ahead.
They never did a day in, nobody did a day in jail to Tekemia for what they did to Flint, not one day. So get used to it. You got to start marching up there at that Capitol. I think tonight, people just saw who you are. Leaders come from strange places. I think I just heard one. Thanks for having her on, Chris.
Well, Tekemia, take care of your kids. We're a call away. You stay in touch, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.